Japan Station is made possible in part by Patreon support. If you would like to make sure that I can keep bringing you more content like this, then head on over to JapanKyo.com/Patreon and sign up for as little as $1 a month.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Japan Station.
Welcome to Japan Station, a production of JapanKyo.com. This is the podcast where we teach you everything you should know about Japan, plus a few other things. I'm your host, content creator, founder of JapanKyo.com, and the anime linguist on YouTube, Tony R. Vega. This is a rebroadcast of an Ichimon Japan episode. So, in case you're not aware, Ichimon Japan is another Japan-focused podcast that I used to produce. Stopped producing that because I decided to just focus all my efforts on Japan Station, and so I'm re-releasing those episodes over here, and the episode that I have for you today is all about wasei eigo. So that is made in Japan English. There's a lot of these very fun and interesting and unique words in Japanese that kind of sound like English or use English words, but they aren't actually English words. Anyway, you'll see what I mean. It's a really, really fun topic. I love this topic. Wasei eigo is just one of those topics that I could probably do 2 or 3 more episodes on. And maybe I will. But for now, this is the episode that I have for you. By the way, this episode is planned to come out while I am in Japan, literally walking across the island of Kyushu. So I will be walking from Iwakuni to Kagoshima during the month of October in 2025. So if you happen to be in Kyushu, you can send me an email, mail@japankyo.com, and we can meet up. Otherwise, I am going to be in Tokyo in November, probably like November 1st to November 4th or October 31st to November 4th. And I am planning to do a get-together at Pintology Tokyo in Sasazuka, a craft beer bar. You can get other stuff that isn't beer. They do serve other stuff there. So I do plan to do a get-together there. I will announce the details on my Instagram at Tony R. Vega on Instagram. And by the way, I am going to be posting stuff every single day. So by the time you listen to this, I will already be walking. So you will have missed a few days. But if you want to see my adventure and me getting lost and posting pictures of me on just random Japanese roads, that is most of the walk. It's just random Japanese roads. Then go check out my Instagram at Tony R. Vega. I will be posting daily photos and videos, all the good stuff, all the bad stuff, the meals, the getting lost, and the frustration, and all that stuff. So you can check it out in real time. But of course, I'll be talking about whatever happens along the way after I get back here on the show. Maybe I'll do YouTube videos as well. I'll decide that after the fact. But there will be plenty to talk about. So again, at Tony R. Vega on Instagram. All right, that's it. Let's get into the episode. Oh my God, what's this new thing called SNS?
Something's coming to get us, guys. It's called SNS.
Welcome to Ichimon Japan. I'm Tony.
And I'm Ryan. I'm energetic.
Woohoo! Tension takai, right? Tension.
Yes.
Your tension is so takai.
No, that was the end of it, though. I used all of it.
Oh, that's it. You used up all your tension.
Yeah. Now I'm going to be like this for the rest of the recording.
Now your tension is so low. So yeah, that's kind of a hint about what we're talking about today. But today's question is, what is wasei eigo and general funny katakana English?
Yes.
So, if you're not familiar, I'll explain briefly, but wasei eigo is made in Japan English. There's tons of words that are written in katakana that sound like they came from English to a Japanese ear, but when you say them to a native English speaker that knows no Japanese, they tend to go, what the heck are you talking about?
Some of them are based on actual English words. Some of them are just constructions of existing English words that like the combination doesn't exist in English.
Yeah, and like others are like
some of them are just
clippings.
random.
Yeah, well, they are random, but also like clipped. So originally it was something longer, but then they clipped it to the point where it becomes totally like unrecognizable from whatever it came from. And then yeah, there's original kind of fabrications like what we were saying with tension. Tension is kind of like tension takai means like you're kind of like really upbeat and energetic and really excited. Your tension is really high. When your tension is really low, you're kind of down and like, out of energy.
That one is always weird to me because I've explained to people like why it doesn't have that meaning in English because like tension is the idea of being like pulled on.
Yeah.
And they always respond like, yeah, in Japanese too. And then I'm like, then why is being pulled on positive? And then you're just like, well, I don't know.
It's almost like you're saying like, well, I always say like tension, when your tension is really high, you have blood pressure that high blood pressure. That sounds like one thing. And then like tension takai also sounds like tense, which is a different meaning from, excited. It's almost like, it's a negative thing when you're tense, right?
Yeah. So, like in English, all of the high tension or tenses are bad.
Yeah. So it's funny. I mean, I use it in Japanese, but I speak Japanese. But when you literally translate like that, it's just funny. It sounds funny to the native English ear. So yeah, that's one example right there that wasn't on the list, but thanks to Ryan's intro, we introduced it.
Yeah, this list is not exhaustive. I think we're hitting maybe 2% of all of them because every day I come across a new one. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah. There's so many. And I actually tried to find some funny ones that I haven't discussed before. But I'll start with number one, which came up to me just naturally while I was like doing stuff on the internet. And I saw somebody use this word in a funny way. But parka. So parka in Japanese refers to a hoodie, like the thing that you put on, with a hood. A kind of jacket, you might say. We were talking about jackets before, but anyway, yeah, a hoodie. But I saw somebody from Japan write parka in English as Parker. First of all, that was weird, because it's not Parker. It's the original English would be Parka, but Parker is a person's last name, like Peter Parker, Spider-Man. So that was
now that you mentioned it, because it shouldn't be a long ka at the end, right? Like usually the long elongation of a ka indicates it is car.
Especially at the end, yeah, we see that a lot with like monster names like kaiju and stuff.
Yeah. So like I feel like if it was a new word today that was being katakana-fied, they'd probably just go paka.
Might be
because they didn't for whatever. I really want to meet the person who's in charge of katakana-ifying English because he's just all over the freaking place.
The guy with the hanko, he signs off.
Yes, it's just one dude. His name's Katakana Joe, and he like never leaves the capital.
Sounds good to me. Stamp. But when you say parka in English, it's not a hoodie. It's like this big winter coat with a hood, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not the same thing. It's kind of similar, but it's not the same as a hoodie. So
this is what happens a lot. Is like it's based on something that a long time ago was kind of similar to English, but now it's nothing like it.
Yeah. So it's like slightly different, recognizable, but not exactly the same. And that is so confusing to Japanese people. Like, and then on top of this, so another thing that I saw was somebody write hoodie as foodie with an F, because H and F are confusing to a lot of Japanese people because it kind of sounds similar in the Japanese. There's no real distinction in the Japanese phonetic system. So they wanted to say hoodie. Yeah, but they wrote foodie like as in a person that's like really picky about food and loves eating food. So it's like, I bought a foodie. It's like, what?
Look at the foodie in the hoodie.
Yeah, but a foodie. Yeah, that foodie is wearing a hoodie. So this word is so confusing to Japanese people. Parka.
Yeah, in general, I feel like there's so many katakana, especially jacket, but other clothing names that just do not match English.
Yeah. I'm sure there's at least one. Yeah, there's like two other ones in this list that'll come up. But yeah, that's the first one that I just noticed, just living my life. This organically came up. So another one here that I thought of when I was making this list was SNS.
I cannot get my students to stop saying SNS. No matter how many times I tell them it's not English, they just ignore me. Like, it's in Romaji. It has to be English.
Yeah, yeah. It's not even like it's in Romaji. It's like it's an abbreviation of a fabrication. Like it's letters.
Yeah.
So funny.
So SNS is supposed to be social networking service.
Yeah.
Which means social media.
Yeah. But we don't say that in English.
Yeah, never.
Yeah, yeah. So it's super common and Japanese people think it's natural English, but again, it's not. And I do hear sometimes native English speakers then adopt that into their speech when they've lived in Japan for a long time or deal with, Japan stuff. And I understand why it is, I guess, a convenient thing and you just hear it all the time. So you absorb it. But actually, if you were to say that to a native English speaker that does not understand any Japanese, it would probably throw them off because we don't say SNS to refer to, Facebook and Twitter, blah, 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 all this stuff. So
I also don't use it, but it has come to feel perfectly natural to me for whatever reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do still remember like 6 years ago, whatever, the first time I encountered it, literally having to like stop class and go to the other teacher and like, what is SNS?
Yep. Super common, but yeah, it's social media, guys. But I mean, to the Japanese people, which are probably not listening to this. So
I think a kid wrote a paper like, we have to be careful about SNS because we can bully on SNS and people might find our information on SNS. And when you know it's like the internet, essentially, like that makes sense. But otherwise, it's like, what is this?
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, what's this new thing called SNS?
Something's coming to get us, guys. It's called SNS.
These bullies are getting us. Here's a quick one. Arubaito, which is not wasei. It's not English. Like it's from German, but I think this one trips up a lot of people in Japan. But it's originally from German, I believe. Arubaito, and it means part-time job. So
it's rare, but I do like it when people try to Englishify it, assuming it came from English. So instead of saying like I go to Arubaito, like I go to Arbeit.
Yeah. No, that happens.
Like, wait, what?
That happens with some like non-English words when Japanese people like kind of struggle to speak with a native English speaker, and then that word pops up. They can sometimes try to say it in an Englishy way. They go like, "No, sorry, that still doesn't make sense." Yeah. We're not making fun of people. It's just one of the quirks of the language, because since it's all in katakana, a lot of people just kind of assume that most of these are English, and it's a safe assumption because a lot of them do in some way derive from English. And then here's another one. This one's I don't think a native English speaker would probably understand this because it's like double made in Japan English, because it's double or triple here. So noto pasokon. This means like a laptop, like a computer, right? And what I mean is, so noto means notebook, which is already an abbreviation of notebook. And then we have pasokon, which comes from personal computer, aka PC, but personal computer is shortened to pasonaru, right? And then computer becomes kon, pasokon. So we have two different shortened words coming together to create a whole new thing that a native English speaker would probably have no clue what it means if they just heard this noto pasokon.
Yep.
But I do believe laptop has become more common. I do believe it. People do understand that as well. So I'm not sure what the ratio is, but yeah, that's what I heard.
I'm also just going to throw out there, because at least in our era, every textbook, if you were learning Japanese, taught you that computer was computer, which
I remember seeing
literally
that.
Nobody ever says. So the default, I mean, people will understand that it's still like known, I guess, but 99.99% of the time, it's just pasokon.
Yep. Pasokon. And you do see, I think you see like the PC like written out. I think you see that too. Yeah.
I think, I'm not a student myself, but I think computer is still used as like a name if you're like a computer programming class or something.
Yeah, probably. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah. Because that's the more general term in theory, I would assume.
Yeah, and you wouldn't say like my senmon is pasokon. Or maybe you do actually.
I've never heard that. I mean, that's I've
never heard that, but I feel like if I did hear that, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. Same here. Yeah. Going, I guess, with the computer related words here. Blind touch.
Blind.
So-
Okay.
So blind as in blind, right? Like can't see or don't see. And then touchy as in touch. This is not like a super common word, but it was in a list of wasei eigo that I found in Japanese. It was a Japanese article. And this is touch typing. So like when you're typing on the keyboard and not looking at the keys, it's blind touch.
I just got to interrupt here and say, no one on earth says touch typing. You just say type without looking.
Yeah. I think, not that many
I
people
honestly
say
believe if
touch
someone
type.
walked up to me and said, like, can you touch type? I would just be like, what are you talking about?
Is that like when I type on the phone screen, like with my thumbs?
I can't type without touching, so I guess so.
I mental type.
I also,
But-
I don't mean to make fun of you, but on the notes you sent me for the stuff ahead of time, you have
Yeah.
a typo where you said Brando touch with no
Oh,
E.
sorry.
So I was just
sorry.
like, brand touch?
Yeah, brand touch. That's true. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Sorry, I forgot the E. Brand touch. Yeah.
Brando touch
Sorry.
at least makes more sense than brand touch.
Yeah, it does. Brand touch. That's like a marketing term.
And it would not surprise me if that was some marketing phrase that, like,
Yeah.
oh, we have to make the brand resonate, like Brando touch you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure Dentsu is using that. 最近のブランドタッチはちょっと弱いんですね。
It sounds natural when you do it like
It
that.
really does. It really does. Like marketing talk in Japan sometimes gets really super katakanafied. Like,
Since we're on touchy, another one I'll point out is that it's not. I don't know if it counts as waseigo or just people using words wrong. I guess you don't say it in Japanese, but lots of
Yeah.
students, when they're trying to speak English, for whatever reason, they don't know the word pet. So when when they go to the zoo, they're like, I want to touch the horse. When I go home, I like to touch my dog.
Oh. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes, like at a zoo, I think it's okay if you're like, oh, I want to touch it. It sounds like you just want to get close. But when you say like, I
Yeah.
go home and touch my dog, it sounds awkward.
It sounds strange. Yeah, we wouldn't say that. Yeah. That's so true. Yeah, I don't remember the word pet being like as a verb being emphasized.
Yeah, it's just
very
like
much when I was
a
listening.
animal. In Japanese, an animal you keep because you never have a pet. You must always keep a pet in how
Yeah.
English is taught in Japan.
I keep a pet and I touch it every day.
Yes. Okay, so in case this isn't clear, for whatever reason, even though I think at least in American English, it's natural to say like I have 2 dogs, I have a cat. They strictly teach students in Japan to say I keep a dog and I keep cats. Which I guess technically
Yeah.
isn't wrong, but sounds not natural.
Yeah. I think keep might be used more for like livestock or something like that.
Yeah, if you say I keep a dog, it sounds like it's trying to escape, but I won't let it.
Yeah. So
Anyway, not
Yeah.
important. But yeah,
Anyway.
touch.
So touch, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna skip this one, move on to the next one. Misu. Misu.
This one I
So
think's
me-
not that bad though. This is easy to understand.
I think in context especially you can still kind of get it, but anyway, misu means mistake, comes from mistake, right? Misuteki. But it can be a little confusing just depending on like, if it's out of context, because the next one here that I thought was kind of funny was misesu, which refers to Mrs., like as in Mrs. Smith or whatever, right? Like an older woman, usually a married woman. In Japanese, that's what it would refer to. But there's no, I think like Mrs. is used, but misu, as in miss, is not really used. Misu would be for mistake. So it's just, I don't know, gets kind of confusing when you think about it that way. But that's how it is. All right. And then, we have, lip cream. So what does
So
that mean,
before we
Ryan?
say what it means, I'm going to point out, like I said when I saw this, that in my time living in Japan, I've never actually heard someone say lip cream. Usually they just say lippu.
Yeah, you hear that a lot. Yeah. So what does it mean, Ryan?
Apparently it means lip balm or like chapstick.
Yeah. Chapstick, lip balm, whatever you call it. But lippu comes from lip and then cream. But a lot of people just shorten it to lippu. I think that's the more common.
I have literally heard my wife say, "Where is my lip?"
Yeah. No, I've heard it all the time too. Yeah. Rip, rip.
Like not even in Japanese, just like in English.
Oh, where's my where's my rip?
Wife, if you're listening, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Not
She
making
knows the
fun.
difference too. She just mixes them.
Yeah. Exactly. I think when our the point of all this is just to show how like kind of funny language can be, not to laugh at people's mistakes, but rather because of these funny quirks of the language, we get these kind of confusing things like when you're communicating cross culturally.
And sometimes people who know the differences intentionally use the other one to make it more humorous.
Yeah, that too. And then also, I mean, to be perfectly honest, sometimes it is a little bit more convenient, like konbini instead of convenience store, right? So it's just shorter, easier.
Literally 100% of foreigners who live in Japan say konbini. I've never heard someone say, let's go to the convenience store.
Common. Yep.
Kind of different. Super common. Almost every foreigner also adopts the word inaka because everyone agrees rural is hard to say.
I agree. That is a good word. Yeah. Let's keep going. We're gonna go on to this one's a classic. Hochikisu. Hochikisu is an interesting one. It is. And to me it sounds like a nice warm pastry or something, but
I can kind of see that.
But what is a hochikisu, right?
It is a stapler.
Yep, it's a stapler.
So if you want to be super technical, the official correct word for stapler in Japanese is stapura. But you will never meet a single Japanese person who uses that word.
Yeah. It's so Hochikisu is a brand name apparently.
I think it was a model of a stapler that was introduced to Japan.
Yeah, and I guess it just became like the Kleenex of staplers.
I actually did research on this one because I did a lesson on like mismatched katakana wasei eigo things, and if you look on Wikipedia in Japanese, like the page is stapura, but then like right below that is like matawa hochikisu. But hochikisu, I guess it was some like model that was sold in Japan that was really popular, like back in like 1915 or 1920 or something, and it just sort of took over. Oh wow,
that old.
But supposedly, if you work in like a stapler manufacturing company, I think they might still use the term stapler.
Well, I would assume so. They don't want to, talk about a brand name like that.
Yeah. No one in Japan knows the word stapler. Even if you say stapler, they'll always say hochikisu.
Yeah, I mean, hochikisu is the common one that you hear. And like I've heard from two different people, two different stories of somebody, a Japanese person going somewhere, maybe like to the US or somewhere, trying to ask for a stapler, but they don't use the word stapler. They just keep saying hochikisu, and they try to say it like, Englishify it like hotchkiss. Yeah. And the person just has no clue what they're talking about. I guess eventually they have to mime it out or something and they understand. But yeah, it's one of those things where if you don't know, you just assume, oh, this is English, so it must be hotchkiss, right? So yeah, get your hotchkiss, guys. All right, here's two. These are super well known, I think, but OL and sarariman, right?
One thing that strikes me. Okay, to first explain, OL is office lady, sarariman is salaryman.
Yeah.
But one thing I never thought of before, right now. Why is the woman one like shortened, but the man one is not? Like, OL and SM.
Because it would be SM, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know which came first or why these things happen the way they happen. But it's a good observation. OL office lady means a female office worker. Sarariman is basically a businessman, an office worker. But especially salaryman becomes really like even Japan focused publications sometimes use the word salaryman. So it's kind of permeated into like the native English discourse a bit. So this one is almost becoming like understandable English.
It is one that if you hear, you can kind of understand it. It's just not commonly used.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I mean, really, you only use salaryman to refer to the archetypal Japanese businessman.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if you.
So if someone works for a normal Japanese business, same exact company as everyone else, but they show up to work in a blue shirt. Are they still Salaryman?
I'm not sure.
The archetype would definitely be a white shirt.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No?
They have a very distinct image.
Yeah. I mean, the classic, business suit, tie, carrying the briefcase, and on the train.
Yeah. So if they're on a bike and they have a backpack instead of a briefcase and a green shirt, then they don't count.
Yeah, that's not, especially the green shirt. That threw me off. Bike is still possible, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess sometimes the bike. Honestly, if it is a bike, it's probably a backpack. So it'd have to be the man purse thing or something.
Oh, yeah. All right, so here's a food one.
Yeah.
Sea chicken.
Yep.
So sea chicken.
Confusing in both languages, though. So sea chicken.
It is. Yeah.
Would be what we call tuna, but what is actually albacore, right?
I think so. Yeah. So sea chicken would be the Englishification of this, which I assume came from chicken of the sea, which refers to canned tuna, which, as Ryan pointed out, may not always be actual tuna.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if in the past, because there is the brand chicken of the sea, maybe in the past, sea chicken was a slangy thing for canned tuna.
Maybe,
and they just took that, but yeah.
Yeah. So sea chicken is understandable, and I mean, I suspect that was probably a brand name of something too. So, but anyway, sea chicken, tuna, canned tuna. Here's a fun one that I think would not be understandable to a native English speaker that knows no Japanese. Interi.
I don't think I've heard this one, and I would not know it.
Yeah, it's an intellectual person.
I feel like it's interia or something. They just didn't finish it.
Yeah. Well, interia is an actual interior design, that kind of interior.
Yeah.
But yeah, interia
that's what I mean. I feel like if I heard this in context, I would assume they were talking about an interior design store and just right. Yeah. But yeah, an intellectual person is an interi. Yeah. Similar kind of thing here. Haiso. This is a high society kind of snooty person. Comes from high society. I thought it would be the knockoff brand to Haichu.
Which is a candy kind of thing, like a chewy candy. But yeah, that's a haiso. I don't really hear that too often. I mean, but I mean, I guess I'm not talking about haiso people all that often either. Here's one for the reception desk. Usually, the reception area, it's the fronto.
Yeah, that one takes getting used to.
Yeah. Go to the fronto. That's where you check in or something, And
isn't the guy who helps you just called boy or something?
Oh, that sounds familiar. But
bellboy got shortened to something weird, but I don't remember exactly what it is because you don't really have them much anymore.
Yeah, that sounds familiar, but I can't say for sure, so I would have to check on that one.
Another one, if I can add one real quick, that I think is similar to fronto, is when you go to the station and you go to home.
Home. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, because home. So on the station, the platform is the home, which makes you think of home, like a house, a home.
Yeah.
But no, that comes from platform, the platform for the train. But it's just shortened to
drop the front of it? Usually they drop the second part.
Yeah, I know, right? It's go to the platto. That would make sense. But home is they already use my home, home, it's something that people understand. So it seems confusing on purpose. I mean, it kind of makes sense in a way. The train's home could be seen as a platform. That's where it stops.
I guess if it was the final station, maybe.
Yeah, but no, every single one, it's a home for the train. So go to the home, guys. That is a very good one. That confused me at the beginning. It's what? Why is it called? What's a home? Like a phone? Yeah.
If you're in the station and you see it, it makes sense. But if someone's talking to you, I'll meet you at the home, it's just wait, what?
Who's home?
Am I going to your house?
So true. Yeah. Here's another one. Chaku.
Chaku's a good one.
That means, Ryan?
Oh,
what does
zipper.
that mean? Zipper. It's a chaku. Yeah, your zipper is a chaku. So,
but only like the upper zippers.
It's no, the pants zipper
the bottom
also.
one is I had it backwards. The pants zipper is the chaku.
Yeah. So
chaku would be more like fly, right?
Yeah, fly, exactly. Yeah. But chaku, I believe it's a brand name according to the article. Originally a product name, I guess. So a lot of these, but also some people do say fasuna. Maybe that's a little bit more general.
Yeah, what I've heard is the pants one is chaku, but like jacket, sweater, other one are fasuna.
Yeah,
even though it's literally the same thing.
I guess everything, but chaku might be specifically. But nevertheless, I mean, when somebody tells you chaku for the first time, you're like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't get what you're talking about.
I like the next one.
Yeah, this one's a classic. Probably some people know this one, but magic tape.
I wish we had a guess, just so we could what do you think magic tape is?
What is magic tape? Well, it's Velcro.
This is another one. Whenever I tell my kids in English it's Velcro, they're shocked. No way, magic tape is so eigo.
Yeah, it's so Japanese.
Though I believe Velcro's another weird one where the official name is hook and line. What? It's not Velcro's a brand name.
Yeah,
right?
it is. In English, it's hook and lock. I think something
hook and
like
lock.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. Velcro is a product name originally, I believe, but yeah, like Kleenex, it just became the thing.
Speaking of magic tape, though, what is magiku?
Magiku is like a marker, like a Sharpie.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is funny because it's. I get why, because I guess it might have come from
magic marker.
Yeah, but they shortened it, so now it's just magic, which is just funny. It's pass me the magic.
Which is funny because I play Magic the Gathering, and it's totally also called magic.
Everything's magic.
If you ever were using a Sharpie in a Magic event, it would be they're both magic. So
yeah, magic.
Magic watashite.
It's magic kashite. And then, if you're doing a card trick, like a magic trick, that's also magic.
Yeah. So if you're doing a magic trick that involves magic cards with a magic marker, no one will know what's going on.
That's triple magic right there. Magic mira? Magic mira, I think it is. Yeah. That's a double-sided mirror, like you see in police interrogations.
Okay.
That's a magic mirror. So cute, right? It's a magic mirror. But no, they're watching you.
And just for the record, magic is one of the English words famous enough that everyone knows what it means. So,
yeah,
actual police detectives chose to name their thing a magic mirror for some reason.
I guess so. I don't know how that started, but yeah, people love magic in Japan.
It's a magical nation.
It is. It really is. Yeah. Here's a really fun one. And I love how this one is written with the letter G, but it's called G-pan. All right,
I never heard
letter
of this
G.
before now.
Yeah, no, it's very common. I've heard it many times, but G-pan, to pronounce it in the English way, pan. This is jeans, like blue jeans.
I hear jeans a lot though too.
Yeah. But G-pan is very, very everybody understands this.
Huh.
Yeah, but jeans is also quite common. So T-shirts would be T-shirt and G-pan. So you put on your T-shirt and your G-pants and you look like James Dean. Yeah, G-pan, letter G. I love this. I love how it's written with the letter G. Because it's that's a total Japaneseification right there. We don't use the letter G. It's with a J. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, jumper skato. That's a jumper skirt, which we don't understand in English. But those are you see this in school uniforms a lot. They're these skirts that look kind of like overalls, but they have the dress part on the bottom, like a skirt. But they have the overall top. That's called a jumper skirt, a jumper skato. So another thing that would not really translate, if you just say it that way. We're coming close to the end here. Just a couple more, funny ones here, fun ones. Wagomu. What's a wagomu, Ryan?
A rubber band.
A rubber band. Yeah, it's a ring gum. The wa is like a circle or a ring.
Oh, that's another good one. It's just rubber in general, they will just say gum.
Yeah, gomu. Yeah, rubber in general is gomu, and gomu can also mean condom. Gomu is like slang for condom.
That is also true.
So gomu, yeah, gomu is well, I guess in English, people don't really say it these days, but I think an old-fashioned term, like a rubber.
Yeah.
For a condom.
I have heard that in old movies.
Yeah, give me the rubber. I don't know. It's like a what's that called? Like a 1930s, like the guy from Casablanca, Humphrey Bogart.
That's his most famous saying is "Give me a rubber."
Yeah. Give me a rubber, baby. That's the classic line from Casablanca. That's the
absolutely 100%.
Yeah. Don't look that up. Tony's right.
It's a very.
Right, so I'm gonna.
It was a very erotic movie back in the 1920s.
Vintage pornography. That's what they would say back in those days. So I'm going to close out with two funny ones here that I think go perfectly in tandem here together. So first, attack. So attack, like attack, right? Like you would think, oh, that means attack, right?
Yeah.
No. So attack means like to approach someone, especially. So for example, there's a really a good like example sentence like "Tanaka-kyo Tanaka-kun o attack suru." And that can mean like you're gonna go like confess your feelings to him, like you're gonna approach him to like tell him you like him. Sounds so funny, right? It's like I'm gonna attack this boy Tanaka. It's like whoa, what are you? Hey, don't beat him up. What did he do to you, right? Attack. And then the other one that I wanted to introduce in tandem with this one is fighto. Which
you'd think it means
again,
fight, but nope.
Fight, right? No. Fight though means like do your best or like really don't give up, like give it your all. So it's totally possible that somebody would say, I'm going to attack Tanaka-kun, like confess my feelings to him.
And then their friend is like, fight though. There's a weird trend with like combat words meaning some kind of try your best. Because if I can add one, another one that's common is charenji.
Charenji, yeah. Oh, that's so good. Yeah.
Which you would think, like I'm going to challenge him to a fight or something. It has like that kind of antagonistic meaning, but in Japanese it just means like to try something new.
Yeah, it's more like to challenge yourself.
Yeah, like they don't say yourself, but it's kind of always implied. So like you can just like charenji to eat a new food. Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah, like. All the conflict is taken out. Everything is like very positive. Yeah. Actually, that's kind of like a trend across them all, right? Because even tension, like, it's just positive now.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah. Tension. But I mean, you could go tension hikui, I guess. So that maybe that's not positive.
But that just means you don't have enough tension. So it's like, you don't have enough lack of badness. I don't know.
That's so confusing, yeah. Fighto, and what did you say? Oh, charenji, and and then attack. It's not super common, but it was in the list that I found, and I have heard it before, and it's just it's funny, like attack, right?
But Kogeki and charenji are pretty common.
Yeah, charenji, fighto, both. Yeah, challenger also, but that just means challenger. That actually is pretty damn the same. I think pretty much the same. But yeah, kogeki means like to actually attack someone, not attack.
Tanaka-kun kogeki suru yo.
Kogeki, so Tanaka-kun kogeki suru yo.
Now it's an actual fight. Fight still works. They're still cheering for you. This is now for a different thing.
Yeah, it's true. Kill him. Kill
that worthless Tanaka-kun.
Yeah.
Tanaka-kun, if you're listening, we're gonna get you.
Yeah, we're gonna attack you and fight all over you. And then
we should have Tanaka be a guest on here someday. Have we had him before?
We should. Yeah, our good friend Tanaka, who also went to grad school with us, and we should have him on sometime. And then to close out, this is not a Japanese thing, but this is something that I learned from Japanese Korean acquaintances. In Korean, they say fighting. Right? Like with a I'm not fighting. Pronouncing it correctly, I'm sure, but it's a fighting something like that, which means also like do your best or something like that.
I don't know, but I think the Japanese fighto might have come from the Korean one, like from people watching like dramas and stuff.
it's possible. I mean, I would not be surprised if one gave rise to the other one.
Personally, I heard it in the Korean context before I heard it in Japan, but I'm not. That's just my personal experience. So I don't know.
Yeah. So, I mean, both can be confusing. I guess fighting is even more confusing because it's not even an order. Like, it's not even like a command. It's just like either what's it called? Like a ing verb, or like a noun.
Yeah.
Fighting.
Yeah, that one's the more strange one. Fighting.
Yeah.
Like
fighting. I love it. But yeah, it's just strange from the context of an native English speaker with no knowledge of the language, right? That is being spoken, Korean in this case.
Honestly, it's surprising Japan didn't do the ing though, because another common, it's not exactly wasei eigo, but like when they try to use English in some slogan, for whatever reason, they love to use let's plus a verb with ing. Like, let's running.
Yes. Yeah. Or let's something together.
Let's running together.
Yeah. And that probably comes from like just English education. So I was like, 一緒に食べましょう. Like, let's literally, that means let's eat together. But I mean, how often do we actually use the word together in that way? Right?
In slogans and stuff official, I think you do get that, but like actual students frequently say, let's running with me.
Oh, wow.
That's a very common mistake.
Yeah. 私と一緒に 走ってください or something, I guess it would be, yeah.
So like,
yeah,
they'll have a list where they have to like write an invitation, like, let's watching movie with me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I get why that happens, but yeah, I think like, you still see that later on in life with many people. It's something that kind of sticks around.
Yeah, together is still wrong, but it sounds better than the with me, I think. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's just a small handful. I actually have another episode where of Japan Station where I interviewed somebody that wrote a book, in Japanese about wasei eigo, and she's originally from the US, Anchan. And Chrisini, and we talked about a bunch of other ones. So go check that out in Japan Station. A bunch of other ones that we didn't talk about in this one.
We could do like 10 follow-ups. There's so many of these.
Oh yeah, we could still do like more.
This could be just the topic of the podcast forever.
Yeah, it's just the wasei eigo or funny katakana English show with Ryan and Tony. Yeah, just rebrand.
If it's our most popular episode, that might be happening.
It very well could.
If we suddenly go viral and have like 10 million views, like, okay, Tony, we know what we're doing now.
Okay, till we die, this is all we're doing. We need to become friends with the guy that stamps all the katakana English so that
Katakana Joe?
Send them over. Yeah, katakana Joe. Yeah. He'll just, submit the on a floppy drive. He mails it to me in Hawaii so that I can, open it up and keep updating you guys on the new words.
The 5.5-inch floppies, right?
Yeah.
The floppy floppies.
Yeah. The floppy floppies. Yeah. The old floppies. Yeah. The super old floppies. Yeah. All right. So, we'll leave it at that, but, I think, it's totally possible that we might do yet another one of these because there are just so many like fun words like this. So, don't be surprised if that happens, but we'll, leave it at that. Ryan, you got anything else to close out or are we just, I don't know, fight the, did we fight the, did we fight the, do we have a good fight?
I'll end my wasei eigo, like, goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
You can't just say bye. It has to be bye-bye.
Yeah, it has to be bye-bye. Yeah. No one bye. 2 byes. Always 2 byes. Yeah. All right, guys. Bye-bye.